Stephanie Sharp, Minister for Energy. Very happy to be here today in Mid-Western Regional Council, but particularly on the site of where the funding for the community benefits projects for the renewable energy zone is going to build some key worker housing and assist to do that and to help everyone across the community. I want to introduce quickly all of these people who are here behind me today, and I really welcome them here. There is my colleague, Minister Tara Moriarty. She's of course the Agriculture Minister and the Minister for Regional New South Wales. She knows this part of the world very well, and I'm very pleased that she's here so that we can talk about what renewable energy means for communities. I've also got a bunch of the mayors. So our host mayor, Mayor Kennedy, is here from Mid-Western Council. We have Kathy Rindfleisch from Warrumbungle Shire Council. Where's Morris? Morris is there. Morris Collison, Mayor of Upper Hunter Shire. And we've got the Deputy Mayor of Dubbo, Phil Toynton. Where are you, Phil? Fantastic. Now we've also got Andrew Brougham, who's the Treasurer of the Leadville Community Association. And I think where is the person from Coolah? There she is. Sorry, what's your name again? Barb Baker. Fantastic. We've got Barb Baker here, who is from the Coolah Sports and Swimming area. So look, today, before everything falls over, look, today is a really important step in what the change of our energy system looks like for communities. Today we are here for the first round of funding for communities to support the renewable energy zone. The Central West Orana Renewable Energy Zone covers over 2 million hectares across this area, across a range of all of the 4 different local government areas that are represented here behind me. It's a once-in-a-generation project. These projects first are necessary because we are running out of electricity as our coal-fired power stations come out of circulation really in the next 10 to 15 years. We need something to replace it with. We want to replace it with renewable energy, and by doing that we're building these renewable energy zones. The renewable energy zones for the Central West Orana mean $20 billion worth of private investment as we see the generation, whether it's wind or solar or batteries or transmission. That's what's coming into this area. But the questions that the community asks, and I think they're the very good questions, is what does that actually mean for us? It means that there are jobs, it means that there is an opportunity, particularly for local suppliers, to get more business, but also what does it mean for the community? And I just wanted today particularly thank the mayors behind me and their councils and their GMs who have worked for a very long period of time with Energy Co to design and really explain what they need in their community as they're seeing this huge amount of investment coming their way. Whether it's housing, which is on the site that we're sitting here for key worker housing, whether it's water infrastructure for local government, all critical infrastructure that's there. Because of the renewable energy zone and because of the funding that's coming this way, the New South Wales government's been able to put upfront $128 million to support community projects. What we're announcing today is $60 million, so round one really of the rollout of $128 million. That's going to cover over 54 projects. For councils, it's around $44 million. For community organisations, it's around $15 million. And we also had a small grants program. Sometimes for communities, they don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars, they just need a little bit of money, and so there's $500,000 going into that. As I've said before, Mid-Western Council is going to be doing housing. Warrumbungle Shires and Upper Hunter will upgrade water. Incredibly important, not just for population growth, but also getting people and to stay in your communities for the long haul. Dubbo is also, I know this has been a project that Dubbo has been very enthusiastic about, and that's really the Renewable Energy Awareness Centre and Training Facility. We want to make sure that local people have pathways to jobs. There's decades worth of work here. If we get this right, it means that people in this local area will actually have access to good, secure, local jobs that they can also be portable across the state. So it's a really important announcement today. Really pleased to be doing this. I want to thank all of the people behind me who have really given their input and insights into what their communities need. I've just acknowledged, the councils know what's best for their communities. They've done a lot of planning. They've thought about this a lot, and I think that this has turned into a very good partnership. The final thing that I'll say is this is just round one. There of course will be further rounds, and over the next 20 years there will be more rounds where the community can access projects and funding for the things that work for them. So I really encourage everyone to look at all the 54 projects, whether it's for local sporting facilities, whether it's the critical infrastructure, whether it's just helping the canoe, committee get a better work. I think that's good. I'll finally just also say, two of the examples we've got today is shade sails at Coolah Pool. Desperately needed. We want kids to be able to swim wherever they can and to safely do so. This funding will really help them. And I just can't go past this with Andrew here without saying happy 90th birthday to Leadville Community Hall. They're celebrating tomorrow, and this funding will help them look after their facilities for another 90 years. I might hand over to Minister Moriarty. Tara.
Thank you. Thank you, Penny, and I'm really delighted to be here with my colleague, the Minister for the Environment, and our local community leaders, our mayors and leaders from across councils across this region. The Minns Labor government is so committed, absolutely committed to investing in our regional communities and making sure that they have strong, secure futures, and today is a perfect example of that. This is a significant investment in regional development, in infrastructure, for community organisations, for councils, to make sure that these communities across this region are set up with strength for the future. The renewable energy zone that is in place across the region has significant advantages for regional communities, and today's announcement is a demonstration of our commitment to working with councils, to working with local community groups, sporting groups, and community groups of every persuasion to invest in their future across this region. So a really significant investment today, $60 million, the first round, as a demonstration of the Minns Labor government's commitment to regional development and the strength of these communities as a result of the renewable energy zone that we've got in place here.